Thanks for tuning back into my channel, RedLineMods. I appreciate you guys coming back in. So the previous video, well, not the previous one, you did see me install V3s, so I figured possibly the previous video too, either way. So I'm going to be installing the reflectors, and got both of them, got the plug and play. Here we go. Probably going to use this right angle tool. It's easy to grab, put this in the drill and use this, honestly, show you guys really quick, to honestly use it on this parts right here, two on this side, two on the other side. Don't worry about removing the clips from the bottom here. There's one screw right here. You could just use a long Phillips to reach there, just like that, and you'll just in the corner, you take this out, and there's gonna be two tabs. Let me show you guys really quick so I can get started on that part for you. This tab right here, it's attached to the bumper, and that one right there to the bumper. Only these two tabs need to be removed, and don't worry about removing the one all the way in the back, because this will drop right down, and we're gonna take these out and replace them. And yes, so once you open, the trunk is open, so you're gonna be, last time I just put some tape here just to hold it in place, because I know I'm gonna be installing the reflectors on, so I didn't want to, you know, clicking back in it. It's a hassle. You guys can agree on that part with me. It's a hassle to put them in there, so just put some 3M, not 3M tape. You could put 3M tape if you want, if it doesn't go in, but I just had the electrical tape on me that time, so I just put it for it's just sitting here for a day or two. So yeah, you guys take this off to get the two screws from here to get the tail light out, and this has to come out. Allen key wrench, this will come out from both sides, this side and the right side, and then you'll have to push this outward a little bit and pry. Use a pry tool to pry out, and I have a few videos on bumper removal, and that should help you guys out as well. And once you reach this section up here, you can kind of pull outwards, and yeah, you can pull out from that. This half will come out literally, and you can do the other side, it'll pop right out. All right, ignore that pink umbrella, guys. Yeah, so I got it all out, see that, up to here. And from here, when you reach this section, just kind of pull towards backwards, or towards the rear, not to sideways. So this half side will pop right out. If you want to, you can definitely put the second end here and kind of pull outwards. This way it pops right out. And then do the same thing on this side, and make sure to put something on the ground so you don't scratch the bumper from the bottom or the side, whatever, etc., etc. Yeah, so I already removed the two screws from here, so I could pop the tail light out, and I'll show you the connection after that. All right, so see why I said not to remove that push tab from the corner? That's why, so you could hold your bumper in place. And if you guys wanted to get rid of your exhaust, stock exhaust tips, they're held by 1, 2, and 3 10mm, I believe. They're rusted, so they might break, so use like a degreaser or like some kind of, you know, the bolt that it's like liquid. It helps break down the rustiness and stuff, so you could easily take the bolt off, but most likely you're gonna break it, so it doesn't matter. You're taking them off in the first place to put something better, aftermarket stuff. So there you have it. That's the access if you want to take it off yourself, and that's it. From here, we're gonna go ahead and take off 3 screws, 1, 2, and 3 in the corner, right behind, right there, and this will pop right out, and we're gonna switch it out with the nice ones. These look so much better. Look at the stock, just reflectors. and I got smoked ones. I didn't get the one that says a cord on the side, only because it takes off like literally almost half of your animation from there. I'm like, nah, I want the full animation, the full lighting. So this is why I got this one smoked. And if you do want to line up yours, you could do it the same way like this. See that? It matches. See that? It matches that. And yeah, other than that, of course, it will match in there too when you try to fit it there. It's like a puzzle piece. So what I recommend is whenever you put it in there, you make sure you tighten up this side right here, because there's a really tiny gap people talk about. So I would definitely tighten this up and then tighten up this part and then do the middle part. So first there's gonna be the edge part where you see the gap. All right, just to show you guys, see that? I don't have a gap right there. Now it's close, so I always do that on the end. Then do this side right here and then do the middle one, all right? So there's no gaps at all now. I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and do the next one now on the right side. All right, that's done. And then part of putting the bumper back on, see this piece right here in the back? You want to place this piece right here, not on top of it, but on top of this, like push it in a little bit inside it, like in the middle. So like right there, and then you want it in the middle of it, and then kind of push it in just a little bit. So once you make sure your holes line up on this end, and then the right as well, and then you go ahead and push the middle in, so this way you can work on the left and the right. All right, so this middle piece is in. Just clicked it in just a little bit. Make sure the wire that comes from the reflectors is hanging out from that corner, not out here, not anywhere from here. Make sure it's not holding like that on the outside of the bumper, so this way we have access to it and you don't mess it up. And we're gonna make sure, see that the holes are gonna line up. Once I lift up this side, just kind of lift it up from here. You would just hold this part and kind of help or get even closer now, since you're working on the middle section. And once you lift it up, you're gonna push the bumper into that space up there above it, right above this whole metal piece, and then we'll click right in. This way this will line up automatically, this whole side. Okay, since the tail light's out, you just disconnect the main, and then you connect it with that plug and play you get. So you connect it right there, right here, then you connect it right there to the main tail light, and then this that's connected to the plug and play that you got, you connect this to the reflectors right there. So once that's done, you make sure you bring up the excessive, and you either use electric tape if you have, or just use a zip tie, and make sure you push it around where more space you have, like which would be right there in the center, like right there. You would just hide it right there, and then just push the tail light in. Make sure there's no wires being squeezed by the tail light, and that's it. That's in. I zip tied it, I connected it, and whenever you put your tail lights back in, make sure you line up everything, and also make sure there's no gap in the bottom. That's the most important thing, no gap in the bottom, all right? And make sure the holes do line up. And whenever you take these screws out, make sure you put them aside in a way where you're gonna use the same screw in the same spot, all right? Just for thread safety, this way you don't mess up the threads with that one or switch it up with the other side. Same screws, whatever, etc. But I've experienced with my other friends who would use this one for the bottom one, and that would ruin the whole thread, and the screw won't go in completely. You'll just get stuck in halfway. So that's why I'm saying that stuff. I'm not coming up with it. And make sure whenever you before you screw everything in and put everything back together, press the unlock button to check if that works. I already tested mine. If it works, just start putting everything back together. And I got all the clips and the screws on the bumper done, and now I just gotta put these covers on and put this rubber piece, seal rubber piece on the sides, and we'll go and test it out. The car looks so much better, guys. Finally, you guys wanted me to do this, so we finally did it. We finally got some time. So there we have it. I'm gonna go ahead and press the unlock button, but let me just go in the center so you guys can see both sides. And I'm actually working on renovating my lawn, as you guys could see. doing it all by myself. I just tilled the whole lawn and everything like that. I got some extra soil to spread around the new seeds. Yeah, it's tough. It took me about 3 weeks to do it. And check this out right now. It works. That's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a signal and show you what the signal looks like. It's still a bit daytime, so the headlights kind of stay off. You know what? I'm just gonna give double parking so you guys know whenever you give signal, that's how you're gonna get. So if you give left signal, that's how it's gonna be. And then if you give right signal, that's how it's gonna be. And then hazards, just like that. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe always. If you haven't done that yet, please do so, and share the videos with other Accord community, put it on your Facebook, etc, etc. Let's get this stuff viral. Help me grow my channel to 20K subs by the end of December. And that's it, guys. Peace out until next time.